What's going on, guys? Rich of Review Tech USA here, and obviously you're seeing in front of you the Xbox 360 controller and the PlayStation 3 controller. And these are both awesome controllers for a majority of the current generation games. They're both very comfortable controllers. I personally prefer the 360 for first-person shooting games, but obviously I really enjoy the PlayStation 3 controller too. It works really well. I just don't know what crack they were smoking when they made the R2 and L2 buttons like that, but that's a whole different story. The biggest weak point to both of these controllers is that when it comes to fighting games, they are absolutely terrible, especially this guy. He's the biggest culprit. This is the worst D-pad in existence. It really is. And the PS3 controller's D-pad is tolerable, but once your finger kind of gets a little sweaty, it's hard to do the special moves, and it just becomes unplayable after a while, even with the Sony D-pad. So both these controllers are pretty much worthless if you want to be competitive in a fighting game. Now, like I said before, yes, I enjoy Super Street Fighter 4, but I refuse to be one of those guys that goes out and spends $120 to $150 plus on an arcade joystick. I just can't wrap my mind around that. But at the same time, I have to admit it would be nice to be somewhat competitive when I play that game online. Because, like I said to you before when I reviewed Super Street Fighter 4, you're not being competitive with either of these. That's for damn sure. So what is an affordable solution to be able to play Super Street Fighter 4 and other fighting games the right way? The Mad Catz Super Street Fighter 4 gamepad. Now let's take a look at it here. This is actually from last year. I know they have new pads for Super Street Fighter 4, but I got this used because I got a sweet deal for a game that I traded in, so I went with this one instead. This says Ryu. As you can see from the home symbol, this is the PlayStation 3 wireless version. And let's take a look around the controller. You have select here, start here, an extremely comfortable D-pad. You have your 6 face buttons here, really good for fighters. Let's take a look at the back here too. You have these nice rubber grips. It actually feels almost like a Xbox 360 controller without obviously the analog sticks. And on top of it too, you have your L1 and R1 here. And there's a lot more under the hood of this gamepad than meets the eye. Now, of course, you could use this with Super Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4, other fighting games. You could use it with PlayStation Network classic games, so on and so forth. But because it is 2.4 gigahertz wireless, not Bluetooth, you could actually use this on your PC, and I already tried it. So if you want to use this with a MAME emulator, Sega Genesis emulator, Super Nintendo emulator, this will work perfectly. I tried it already. It is the best controller to use for old school games. It's awesome. I would say the only catch to it is the fact that you have to keep this dongle and they don't give you anywhere to save it in the back. So if you lose this controller becomes a brick and completely useless, which kind of is a turn off, but the nice thing about it, like I said, is because of this, you can use this on your PC with any emulator that you want. So brand new, the Super Street Fighter 4 gamepads go for $39.99. And if you're looking for an affordable solution to be able to play fighting games on your next generation consoles, you're looking at the perfect option right here. Anyway, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. For more gaming and technology reviews, go to reviewtechusa.com. Thanks for watching. And now for the most incredible navigation system mod ever. This may look like an ordinary Garmin navigation system to you, but it is oh so much more now, and this is why. Hallelujah. Warning, attractive man on the splash screen may distract you while driving. Thank God for that mustache.